Okay, so we finally made it to New River Gorge National Park, America's newest national park, our 63rd national park, and about to hit the trail. This is the Endless Wall Trail, and this leads to a overlook of the New River Gorge Bridge over the New River, which I have not seen yet, so this overlook will be my first time putting eyes on the bridge itself. That's pretty much a landmark of not only the park, but of the state. And so I think it's about a mile out to the bridge. We're doing one of the scenic drives in the park, which is the Fayette Station scenic drive. And you can probably hear the traffic, which is actually coming from above me, because the highlight of this particular drive is you get to go underneath the New River Gorge Bridge. It covers a span of about 3,000 feet across the gorge to the other side. And this particular road winds its way down the side of the gorge, crosses the old bridge, which is still in use, and goes back up the other side. So before this bridge was built, crossing the gorge took about 45 minutes, and now it takes about a minute. We're kind of at the halfway point on our scenic drive of the Fayette Station Road, and we're on the Fayette Station Bridge. I don't know if you can hear that rumble. This was the old crossing, and before they built the New River Gorge Bridge, which is just up over here, just downriver a little bit. And so the Fayette Station Bridge, it looks solid, but man, just a small compact car and you can feel the whole bridge kind of shaking a little bit. We got a group of rafters coming down. And we'll be doing that tomorrow. Not on this section of the river, but and that's just a little station wagon, and I can feel it as soon as it hit on the other side there. All right, so we're wrapping up our first day here at New River Gorge. We got here a little while ago at Glade Creek Campground. All the campgrounds in New River are free and first come, first serve. So it's a Tuesday, so most of the spots were open. We're able to get a spot pretty easy. There's our tents. And I got a picnic table. This is one of the drive-in sites. There's 5 drive-in sites at Glade Creek. And ooh, I saw a firefly. Down by the river, there's I think 6 walk-in tent sites. So I might try for one of those tomorrow night. It's a bit of a drive to get here. From the visitor center, it's a good 40-45 minutes. Because you have to like leave the park, get on the highway, go through some towns, and then come back into the park. But once you're here, it's pretty quiet. All right, so we made it down to the river, down at Glade Creek Campground. Beautiful day today. It rained a little bit in the afternoon, but it's kind of partly cloudy right now. Train track that runs the full length of the park, as you can tell behind me. So we were enjoying some peaceful tranquility, and the freight train comes through. So it's like the new River Gorge. All right, so we're on the new river, about ready to start our rafting trip. Got all the, this is our boat right here. Now we're all suited up. It's gonna be about 3 or 4 hours on the water. The guide seems pretty cool. So getting ready to go.
Here we come down into Damnation Shoals, the gateway to the flattest water on the upper New River. Here come our duckies getting after it.
A little bit of water in my lungs. Not too bad other than that. We're kind of waiting to get going here. There's somebody fell out, cut their toe, so they're waiting to get them into another raft. That last bit was just called Jump Rock. Climbed to the top, jump off. I almost choked, but it was fun. This is the next bit that's ahead of us. Alright, we're stopping for lunch, and I guess we're about halfway through or so. It's mostly pretty lazy river. A few small rapids, but nothing crazy. So yeah, again, we're just stopping for lunch.
Nice action there.
So just got back from our rafting trip down the New River with Ace Adventure Resort. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of kids on it, so it was kind of chaotic the whole time. It'd be nice to, if I did it again, to do it with a group that was more adult oriented, not so much young person chaos, but no, it was fun. It was a good time. The guides were great. I was talking to the photographer that they have. He was getting video of everybody going through the rapids, so they actually sell the raw clips. So hopefully I'll be able to incorporate some of those into the video. So I'm here in the historic town of Thurmond, which is an old mining town. You can see one of the welcome signs up there on the pole. So it's kind of an abandoned town, but it's been somewhat restored by the Park Service. This building here says Thurmond Town Hall. There's some sort of, I don't know what this is. Maybe some sort of coal loading structure for loading train cars. The tracks are still active. There's actually a train a couple hundred yards ahead of me just sitting on the tracks. I don't know if they're going to be coming this way at any time, or hang out for a little bit and find out. But there's some historic buildings down here that I'm going to go check out. So perfect timing, there's a train coming through. There's a freight train rolling through the village of Thurmond, as you can see behind me. I think this is the train that was sitting down there for a while. Wasn't doing much. But it apparently got underway. That's pretty cool. Cool. So we've seen a few actual trains going through the park. A couple last night, and it's become kind of a common occurrence now. And as it turns out, that the Amtrak train that we saw go through a little bit ago, Thurmond is an actual stop on the line. There's a Amtrak information, and apparently the old depot is an actual train depot again. You can see Thurmond is listed as a stop, so that's pretty neat. You can get off of an Amtrak train in the middle of a national park now. So we stopped for the night at a Stone Cliff campground here in New River Gorge. It's a really pretty area. The whole park is pretty. But this is the new river over here. And we got some low-lying clouds here in the morning. And in front of me is one of the bridges. This is our campsite at Stone Cliff Campground. There's a couple wooded spots, and then just down here, there's several areas on a beach. Just back through here. There's one camper down there already. There's another one over that way. But you might be able to hear the water. And then we're down at the river. So you can see the bridge I was just at a minute ago. Down there. And nice views of the river. I kind of wanted to stay on the beach last night, but none of the spots were like really flat. They all had at least a bit of a slope to them, which is a pain when you're trying to sleep in a tent. So we opted for the wooded spot. That was a little flatter, but you could still hear the water. There's a small rapid right there, which is what we're hearing. Yeah, I love this camping by the river. This is cool. Hey, so we're about to go underneath the bridge for the bridge walk. We're walking down the trail right now. So we're all harnessed up. Got my climbing harness on. He's unlocking the door. So, ooh, I see it, the catwalk.
Good money back, you said.
$15 an hour.
How many?
$15 an hour.
Yeah, he's right. $15 an hour. That's what they got paid. So you wouldn't see that today. That was good money back. $15 an hour, 50 guys put this thing up. Wow. Catapult? That's where.
As long as you like just look ahead of you, you might not look down.
Alright, so we survived. We just finished crossing underneath the new River Gorge Bridge. You can see the span of it. That was really cool. I got a little butterflies, not bad. I was like 1,700 feet down from the middle. And of course, there's constant traffic, so the bridge is rumbling the whole time. But yeah, cool experience. And the guide was saying there's only 2 bridges in the world that do tours like this. There's this one and the Sydney Harbour Bridge in Australia, where they do tours either above the bridge or under the deck. So yeah, it's pretty neat being able to do it. All right, so we're stopping to do what should be our last stop in New River Gorge National Park, and that is Sandstone Falls Overlook. It's just a short walk down to the viewing area, and so there's some small falls in the river. Alright, so that was a quick look from the the overlook of Sandstone Falls. It's a bit of an obstructed view. There's a lot of trees and stuff growing up there. And I think to actually get down there is like a 2-hour round trip from here. And 1 hour one way. But like I said, we're gonna keep forging on, making our way over to Shenandoah. So this will wrap up our time in New River Gorge, America's 63rd and newest national park. Yeah, there's a lot of things I wanted to do but didn't get to, like some of the mining ruins I wanted to check out, and I'd like to do the the lower new, the whitewater rafting. You know, the one that's a bit more advanced now that I've got a taste for it. So yeah, there's definitely some things to look forward to next trip down here, whenever that is. But we'll see you in the next park.